Guess who's blonde, 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 blonde again? Hey everyone, Kaylee, your friendly neighborhood hairstylist here, and today I'm going to be reviewing a bunch of new Kristin Ess products because I don't know what kind of go-go juice she has been drinking, but she has come out with a whole lot of new stuff, and we're going to talk about it. This is actually my second time filming this, and I filmed like lots of random clips of me trying this, so we have a medley of clips that we're gonna see today. But I'm excited to show you guys nonetheless because I have found some products that I really love here, and I wanted to give you guys a heads up on what is good so that when you're in Target and you see the beauty that is all of the Kristin Ess line, you know what to pick up and maybe what might not be your thing so much as well. I wanna give you guys all the pros and cons I can so you can figure out what is right for you and what isn't. You know, like I do with everything. Before we jump into the review, two things. First of all, if you're new here, hi, my name is Kaylee. I'm a hairstylist and I review products. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're weird, and I show you guys how to do cool stuff with your hair. So if you wanna see that, click the subscribe button below and ring the bell for notifications when I post a new video. And two, Kristin Ess also came out with some color glosses in this whole line of coming out with so much stuff. And I'm not including that in today's video because I feel like there's a lot to cover there. It would be its own entire video, and I wasn't sure if you guys were interested in that or not. So leave me a comment below if you want to see a review on the color glosses, and I will get to work on that. But that being said, let's get into it. So let's start with the scalp line, and first let's talk about like the line as a whole. This line has a kind of, what does she call it? Aquamarine packaging. It's got this kind of like soft, matte rubbery texture, which is great in the shower. It doesn't slip and slide all over the place. And everything that can in the line also has a pointed tip so that you can apply your products directly to the root really easily. So one of the reasons I love Kristin Ess, because this is a hairstylist thing to do. This is not like somebody in a boardroom making stuff, whatever. Those guys are great too, no tea, no shade, but like, this is what a hairstylist thinks of. Like it's way easier to like get your shampoo where it needs to go and then scrub it in if you have a pointed tip, so she made a pointed tip. Girl, you're great. There's also a new scent in this line, which I love the most. It's my favorite scent that she's done out of all of them, and oh, it's delicious. It's like coconut with like a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of like cinnamon, like a tiny, tiny bit. And it's a lot lighter than all of her other fragrances. Another fun thing about this line is that it's kind of meant to be more unisex. Now, I think you could use a majority of the products in the line for both long and short hair, both male and female, but this one is specifically meant to appeal to both sensibilities in the darker packaging, the lighter scent, and the fact that it's all just scalp care, things that everybody needs, and it's not so much around like styling. The final note about this collection that I think a lot of people will be excited about is that they are all free of sulfates, phthalates, parabens, and silicones. Oh, and of course the entire line, everything she does, cruelty-free. Okay, so that's the overview. Let's get into the individual products. And cause I'm holding it, let's talk about the micellar shampoo. So this one is supposed to be deep cleansing, shine boosting, scalp hydrating, removes buildup, and strand fortifying. So essentially this is supposed to clean super duper well, but also leave hydration behind. Just no buildup, no heaviness, just get in, clean, and leave it happy. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I love micellar shampoo. Love it. And the reason for that is that micelles are different than your typical surfactants. Surfactants, science time. Surfactants are essentially soap, and they bind to the oil in your hair and allow it to be rinsed back out of your hair. But the thing with surfactants is that often in the oil grabbing process, they grab, you know, like the good oils, they grab all the stuff and they end up being like a little bit overly cleaning. Which can lead to feeling dry on your hair, feeling wiry, extra coarseness, all that kind of stuff. Micelles are able to do the same thing that surfactants do in like really binding to and grabbing oil, but they do it without disrupting the pH of your hair or causing like over cleansing or over drying. So essentially they're able to clean super well without drying your hair, which is how this shampoo is able to process that. I hope you guys have enjoyed my very short chemistry lesson. So with all those claims, does it live up to the hype? Honestly, I think so. I think it's very, very good. I found that this gave me like my ideal clean on my hair. I use so many products, and I go as long between washing my hair as I can. I use all the dry shampoo in the world, so I need my shampoo to really clean my hair. But also, I don't know if you noticed, I have bleach blonde hair, so I also need to moisturize it. So it's always this like very frustrating balance between like I have to clean my hair, but I have to moisturize it. And I feel like this strikes the perfect medium for me. I just really like how my hair and scalp feels after I use it, because it does feel really clean, it does feel hydrated, and my hair still looks really shiny and feels really healthy. I also love that it's free of silicone, so I know that I'm getting that shine from good ingredients and not just from like a cosmetic coating on my hair. Okay, moving right along. You know what, while we're talking about hydration, let's talk about the Daily Scalp and Hair Mask. It is meant to be root to tip hydration. It is scalp rebalancing, strand strengthening, frizz minimizing, soothing, and softening. So this mask is meant to be hydrating enough to care for your scalp and your hair, but not so heavy that it leaves buildup or causes your hair to be weighed down. And it nailed it. This one also has this lovely little pointed tip so that you can apply it straight onto your scalp. Love, 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 love. When it comes out, I need to show you this because there's like a learning curve. It is super thick. Like, it's like a buttercream. I feel like I could frost a cupcake with that. Also, you can almost mold it. It's like super, super thick. Also, that looks delicious. I am not gonna taste it. It is not actual buttercream. Somebody save me, I want to lick conditioner. And the reason she made it this thick is so that you don't like put it onto your hair and then it just like plops down the drain. How many of us, tell me in the comments, have sacrificed like a glob of conditioner or shampoo to the drain gods because it just somehow falls out of the hair, falls out of your hand, and you end up like washing product down the drain without it ever getting on your hair? That's basically what the thickness of this is meant to avoid. So the way to apply it is to put it kind of like in lines down your scalp, and then get a little bit of water on your fingers from the, shower, like get it on your fingers, and then just like massage everything in. And then after you let it sit on, you can rinse it out. How long are you supposed to let it sit on? Oh, a minute or 2 or 10, however long you want. So basically, I put on my conditioner and then I do everything else I need to do and then I rinse it out, however long that takes. And I've been using this so often, and it's really cool because it doesn't weigh my hair down. I can go through exactly as many days as I normally would between washing my hair, but the difference is that my scalp isn't itching on those days in between washing it, which is the best thing. So if you are dealing with a dry, itchy scalp, or just whatever, dry skin, dry scalp, it's good. I really recommend it. It's soothing, it smells great, just all the things. I very much love it. Okay, for a change of pace, let's talk about something that I had more of a love-hate relationship with, and that would be the Instant Exfoliating Scalp Scrub. This removes buildup and flakes. It's scalp soothing, hydrating, and rebalancing, gently exfoliating, and non-drying. And the formula, again, is super thick. I mean, it's like, goes out like this. It feels almost like peanut butter. It's very, very thick. If you've ever used actually a Soap and Glory body scrub, it's very similar to that texture. And to exfoliate, it has big sugar granules and small sugar granules, so you get macro and micro exfoliation, which is a very cool idea. Again, this is super thick so that it doesn't end up falling down the drain, so you apply it in lines, you use your fingers, massage it in, and get a really good scalp scrub. To be honest, I feel a little bit torn about this because it does exactly what it says it's gonna do. Like every single thing on the front, yes, it does that. The only thing, like my only beef with it is just that it wasn't my particular cup of tea. Just like I don't know, by the time I get to scrubbing, I feel like the sugar has mostly dissolved and I don't feel it scrubbing my scalp. Maybe I'm just used to harsher scrubs and I like that feeling better. Thing is, my sister and a really good friend of mine love this scrub. They think it's the best thing to ever happen. I feel like it's very, very soothing at the same time as being a scrub, which is rare for anything, for skin, for hair, whatever, it's rare. And so I think it's special in that regard. So if you have a sensitive scalp and you need to get rid of some flakes, or you just, want to take care of your scalp and rebalance it and get rid of some flakes at the same time, this is a really good option. I don't know. I think it's a great product. I think it does exactly what it's supposed to do. I just have a different preference when it comes to scrubs. Okay? Okay. Thank you. And now we're gonna go wash this off my hand. I'm gonna have the most moisturized hand ever. Moving on to the last of the aquamarine packaging, we have the Scalp Detoxifying Bubble Mask. My goodness. So you know, the last mask I respect, I like it as a friend, but I don't love it. This one, I love. So it is supposed to be instantly cooling, scalp exfoliating, reduces flaking, moisture rebalancing, and strand strengthening. So essentially, you shake it up, you put it in your hand, and it's a foam that is already snap, crackle, and popping. It's alive! It's basically like one of those like oxygen bubble masks for your face, but for your scalp. For your scalp. So after you put it on your hand, you put it onto your scalp and let it bubble, you massage it in. It's a very ASMR-y experience. And once it stops bubbling, you jump in the shower, shampoo it, condition, you're done. And I cannot say enough good things. What I found was that it smells amazing, it's cooling. I love the feeling of like the bubbles and all of that kind of thing going on. It feels like, you know, it's working. And the other thing, okay, this is a little gross. Stick with me here. Like I massaged it into my scalp, right? Like I got it all massaging. It's still snap, crackle, popping. So I'm waiting for that to finish so I can wash it out. And I rub my hands together and I look down and there's like balled up gunk that's come off my hair. What? Okay. I told you it's a lot, okay? And I want you guys to think that I am fully like a beautiful put together lady that never has gunk in my hair, but come on. My hair is 90% dry shampoo by the time I wash it, every single time. We know this. And then I wash my hair, I dry it, and it feels swishy. Just like I can move it. I actually had my sister use it right after I did. She was like, I feel like maybe I just had a lot of buildup, and so my hair right here just wasn't moving, and now it's moving. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what it feels like. I'm very enthused about this product, can you tell? It really is everything I would look for in this kind of a mask because again, it's giving me that clean, it's getting rid of residue, and it's leaving my hair and my scalp happier than it found it, so. You do need to remember to shake it up very, very well because if you don't, it comes out as like a little like sputtery liquid instead of a foam. So you want to shake it up really well so that it comes out as foam and then you can use it in your hair. So that is the Scalp Detoxifying Bubble Mask. I recommend it very, very much. We have one last product in the Scalp collection. This one does not have aquamarine packaging. It has the most, I think, luxe packaging of the Kristin Ess line. It's the Anytime, Anywhere Scalp Hair Plus Milk Oil. So essentially this is like the milk, this is the oil to use. You shake it, and then there's a little pipette inside. So you like depress the plunger, you pick it up, and I accidentally broke my pipette, so it doesn't work, but you would drop a couple drops into your fingers and then you would use it accordingly. You know what, I'll put a little bit right here because this is a little frizzy. It's also just really moisturizing. I have used the extras on like my hands and my elbows. I mean, it's very multi-purpose. So essentially, it just adds like a very healthy luster to the hair. And you can use it as a leave-in conditioner on wet hair, again, on your scalp, and on dry hair as like a finishing, styling, shinifying product. And I don't feel like it makes my hair go any shorter between washes either. So in general, it's just a really good multi-purpose anywhere, anytime, like the name would suggest, product. I really, really like it. If you feel like you could use a lightweight oil in your life, recommend. And the last product we're gonna talk about, I finally got my hands on like 2-3 weeks ago. It's taken me forever to find this. This is the Style Reviving Dry Conditioner. So dry conditioners have been around for a while, but I have never found one that I liked because they're usually too heavy, too lacquery. It just always felt too heavy and too much on my hair, and it would weigh it down significantly. So I picked this one up, not super hopeful, TBH. But what's cool about it is that you can go from having kind of like frizzy, thirsty looking hair to having hair that looks like it just took a nice drink of water. But the cool thing is that it's also still a little bit oil absorbing and texturizing. So you don't just go with like straight lacquer, straight oil. It's like a mix of like oil and powder almost. And that seems like it wouldn't work, but it fully does. So I like this just a whole lot for second day hair because it puts the moisture back in. So if you're gonna recurl any pieces or re-straighten any pieces, your hair has the moisture that it needs. It adds protection. This is our first like spray-in, can be used on dry hair heat protection from Kristin Ess, which I love. So I've actually really enjoyed this product on second day hair. Here, over here we have some thirsty looking hair. Let's try it. There you go, you can see it looks like it's had a drink now. It doesn't look as frizzy. And let's compare the two sides with the oil and the dry conditioner. So the oil side is a little flatter, a little clumpier. You could also say it has more definition. And this side is a little bit fluffier. Like, it still looks like it's been hydrated. It's got some luster to it, but it doesn't have the same like weight to it that this side does. So I love it for second day hair as a dry conditioner. I also love it on first day hair if it's looking a little too thirsty, but I still want some like texture and bounce. It's just a really, really good, easy to use option. So if any of that sounds good to you, I recommend it. It's one of my faves. Okay, we made it through the products. Let's talk about brushes. So first things first, we have detangler brushes. We have this rose gold shiny one, and we have this slightly larger brown paddle brush. And these are both meant to be detangling brushes, similar to like a tangle teaser or a wet brush. This one is a little bit smaller with more flexible bristles, and it's meant for a little bit more delicate hair. Like my super bleached blonde hair, hi. Whereas this one, the bristles are just a little bit more resilient. They pop back up, they're a little bit thicker. So this one is good for thicker hair because the size and the texture of the bristles. But honestly, like at least for me, I've been able to use both very happily, though I could see if you have like a mountain of hair, this one would probably be the preference over this one. She also released a beautiful shiny comb. This is the kind of metallic version of the one that comes free with any of the tools. It's beautiful. I don't really use it for styling as much as I use it for just taking videos of, you know, slow-mo waves. But it's really beautiful, really well made, so if for whatever reason you'd like to own one, it's great. And finally for the brushes, we have the two round brushes, which have pieces of hair on them. Yay! Now these are cruelty-free, so they're plastic, but they have a really, really great texture to them. I've played with them in the hair a little bit. They grip so well, they smooth super well, and they give you a lot of control, which I love. You don't use these to detangle, you use the detangling brush to detangle, you use these for styling. I think an elastic just flew. Was there an elastic in here? This one is a lot more for like volume and big blowouts because of the diameter. It's larger compared to this one. So with this, you know, you can like really round brush and blow out your hair. You can work on the volume up here, like so. It's good for that, recommend. This one is a lot better for bangs, bobs, pixie cuts. Much more useful. Also could be used for men's cuts as well. It would be really great up here to like get your coif going super well. They again have the faceted handles, which makes it a lot easier to do this number and like roll the brush and grip the brush if your hands are wet. Recommend whole lot if you're looking for a good round brush. This is really honestly where it's at, and they're beautiful and aesthetic, which helps everything as well. And finally, Kristin came out with some bobby pins and some hair clips. The hair clips and bobby pins come in packaging like this. I've already taken these out, so hello. Let's start with these suctioning clips because they're actually beautiful. They've got the rose gold here, silver here. You open it up, the spring, super, super strong, can hold a whole lot of hair. And then you've got the teeth in here that can grab onto hair super, super well. So these, very recommend. And now the bobby pins, because we know, at least I think you guys know by now, I am picky about bobby pins. A lot of times when you guys message me and you're like, I cannot get bobby pins to stay in my hair, my first thought is, what bobby pins are you using? Because there are some bobby pins at the drugstore that I could not make stay in my hair because they are inferior. Sorry, bobby pins. So I was very much expecting, but also wanting to see whether or not these would be good. So here's the deal. My favorite ones to date have been the Sally's Beauty Meta Grip Bobby Pins or Mega Grip Bobby Pins. They're really good. They're hard to pull apart. They're beveled around the edges. The little tips at the end are super well coated. They never scratch your scalp. I mean, bae. So that's what I'm comparing these to be honest. So these, they open up a little bit more easily than my ideal bobby pin, which would make me concerned that it wouldn't hold the hair as well, because in my mind, the harder it is to open a pin, the better it's going to hold the hair. But I've found that it actually holds the hair really, really well. So I could pin back like a normal to large amount of hair and it will hold and it will go anywhere. And she's still there. My only con, there's two. One is that the sides aren't like beveled. They're, it's pretty square all the way around. And when I say beveled, I mean, you know, the sides around here, I like it when it's tilted because I feel like it's a little bit more gentle on the hair. But I haven't felt this snag or snarl on the hair in any way, so I'm gonna give it a pass. Con number two is that I like being able to buy a whole jar of bobby pins for $6 as opposed to like a card for however much these are. So they're a little bit more expensive, but they're really good. So long review short, these are good. I recommend them if you're at Target and you need bobby pins, pick them up. But I do still really love these Sally's Mega Grip bobby pins. Okay, I've been talking for a whole long time. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I hope that it gave you any information, answers that you were looking for on these new products. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, leave it in the comments. I will get through and answer as many as I can so that we can all just like know all the stuff. And before I finish this video, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for your response on my life update video. It meant the world to me. I guess I kind of knew that there would be some people that would be supportive. I didn't know that many people were going to be supportive. And I can't tell you how much it meant to me because I was sure that I was going to get so much judgment. I was sure that people were going to be so like, I don't know, whatever, angry, disappointed, frustrated over it, whatever. And it means the world that you guys were so supportive and so sweet. I cannot physically respond to everybody, but I want you to know that if you wrote me a message, a comment, a DM on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, wherever, I have read it. I took the hours to sit down and read every single one, and they all meant the world to me. They've all become part of my healing journey, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. And I'm so grateful for our like supportive community that we have on here. That is hard to find online. It's hard to find on YouTube, like a community that super supports and is encouraging. I just love having this like little group of people where we just like are supportive and we find joy in random little things like doing our hair or using cute hairbrushes or finding cool products. It's a good time, and I'm really happy that I have this little corner of the internet. So thank you guys for being so supportive and being my little Braidaholic family, and I am looking forward to so many more videos this year. I can't even tell you. Oh my gosh. And that's it for today. I am like 80% sure that I have a Wednesday video coming out. I haven't filmed it yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm posting one. So be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified if and when that goes up. You can also follow me on Instagram. I've been posting whenever my videos go up, and I've been doing a little bit more like vlog-y Instagram stories. So if you want like behind the scenes, I've got that over there too. I'm Kayley Melissa on Instagram if you want to follow. And that is it. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah! Bye! Oh, hey! The zhuzh coming through. Blonde is back. All right.
That was good.
All right.
That's actually on the nose.
What?
I think so.
I only get one of those a year. I'm glad it was on film.